Man, I need to trim. Of course. Shivers, how you doing, buddy? Shivers, how you doing, buddy? Let me know how my audio is. It's the first time using. I ordered the DJI Mic 2s because they added some other features, including Bluetooth to hook it right to the phone. Although I need, well, I don't know if they fixed the Bluetooth stuff yet, but out of the box, you have to, the only Bluetooth audio that works on Android is using the Samsung camera app and going into Pro Video and selecting the right mic. So anything else is not working for connecting the microphones directly to the Peter Berg, welcome, to the phone, which part of the reason I wanted to do that was to allow me to keep the phone charging, even though the audio is not quite as good doing it that way. But hopefully a firmware update has changed it. Ash, come on, stupid. Chip just got back. And of course, Ash runs over right in front of the car as he's trying to pull into the driveway because, you know, I love him, but he's stupid sometimes. Hopefully a firmware update will fix the issues with it not picking up in other apps such as this for streaming. So part of the reason I got the DJI Mic 2s is not workable at the moment. There are firmware updates, but I don't have a laptop to update the firmware to see if that fixes it. It's more features. It's got another, I am going to get a laptop, and it's got some more options for recording audio to have it even better. Topango Vlogs, Meglove, shout out. Good morning. My voice is a little off today. Thank you. I think my allergies are acting up. But I also woke up this morning, not really with a sore throat, although I think I'm still getting a bit of a reaction. Philip Massey, hello. Bit of a reaction to my yellow fever vaccine I got 2 weeks ago. Why? Oh, there we go. Philip Massey, I gave you moderator. You're home. The other thing I can do is, since I got the DJI Mic 2s, then when I get to the Philippines, I'm going to give Chi the original ones. Man, I need to trim my beard. I hate that gray. That's the forces right there. And I needed to shave a little bit, but I didn't really feel like doing much today. Jasper? Where's Jasper? Oh, Jasper Shivers. It's a different Jasper, but yes. We just call him Shivers, otherwise people get confused. Oh yeah, I was saying this morning, not really a sore throat, but my uvula is swollen a bit, which is increasing the funny clicking you get when I'm breathing. And it was actually so bad this morning that it was kind of gagging and choking me. I have a bad gag reflex, and so that, and it was a nice day, so I decided to stay home from work. But I'm a little less trimmed up than I was. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow before I go live. I just didn't really feel like it today. Hey, next time you go somewhere, Chip, next time you go, let me know and I'll give you, see if you can pick up some creamer for me.
You got a creamer?
Yeah. I was going to have some Death Wish coffee, but I'm out of creamer. Awesome. Yep, that's the warm water. Yeah, with some salt. I may do that in a bit. Matets, welcome. Big love shout out. I have no topic at the moment. I just wanted to get some watch hours in, so I'm live. Took the day off, so I'll probably be live for a while, and then if Jasper in the Philippines goes live, I'll go off until he's done, and then I'll go live again. I am still in the U.S. I did check my passport status today. I did the application a week ago today, and it says it's in processing. At the post office where I had it done, they said it's usually taking 2 to 3 weeks. The State Department passport website is actually saying less than 8 weeks with expedited, but it seems odd. But hopefully it's 2 to 3 weeks, which would mean I should have it in another week or two, barring any holdups. But yeah, I don't have a date for the Philippines yet because I'm waiting to get my passport in hand. I also need to find out what I have to do to bring Ash with me, my black lab. I think I thought of a workaround to be able to bring him even though I'm on a tourist visa, but I have to find out what the requirements are to bring him even in that case. And what I'll do is then, so they don't look at me cross-eyed, bringing him on a tourist visa, if that's a problem, because there's a 6-month quarantine, at-home quarantine, like you have to keep him on the premises for 6 months just to prove that he's not carrying anything, I guess, even though he's fully vaccinated the second time. But what I think I'll do is write up a bill of sale or something and sell him to Chi. So I'll be bringing him with me as a tourist, delivering him to her as a purchaser. So I've got to figure out how that works and if that gets me around the possible issue with a tourist visa or not. I think it might. If anybody has any questions, go ahead. Really, I'm just blowing time, but you know, once you guys get me talking about something, then I usually just chatter away. So, Gary's Kitchen, welcome, buddy. Big love shout out, Gary's Kitchen. Jester's Journey, welcome. Since Jester just got here, I did check the passport. It says in progress. So, you know, I'm just waiting. Hopefully, it gets here in another week or two. But Cobra NP, I'm doing all right. Yeah, I could use some breakfast, although here it would be breakfast for dinner because it's 4:30 p.m. But I do enjoy breakfast for dinner, which I actually had yesterday. Chip made omelets, mushroom, cheese, and maybe it wasn't cheese. Was there cheese in that omelet yesterday? Chip, was there cheese in that omelet yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cheese, mushroom, and Jimmy Dean's sausage. Oh, it was good. Sausage, garlic. Yeah, that was good. It is
Cayenne pepper.
cayenne pepper. It is a new passport, but I do have a red government passport, so I would think if they pull up my information, that should help. I mean, since I have an approved government passport, I would think that they would be just like, yeah, just push this through. The guy has a government passport, so he's already gone through the approval process. So it should really, this application should be a formality, but we'll see. Gemma, welcome. Gemma's in the chat. Gemma's in the chat.
Hi, Gemma.
Chip says hi, Gemma. Oh, this is Army of Darkness shirt, and that's actually Ash, the character in Army of Darkness, which I didn't name my dog after him, but it fits. She has a blackout. She is actually awake for like an hour and a half, and she was finishing up her work, and then she was going to come into the live. We were going to probably do a video call first, but they got a blackout, and so she's not in here yet. Hopefully power gets restored to the province and she can come in pretty soon. Yeah, I don't know, Jester, if they print one page or print the whole book. I would think that they would just print one page, but I mean, then they've got to, line everything up and probably, I don't know if it just lines up perfectly or if they put everything in and then use a cutter to make everything fit right. That seems a little more likely, but I don't know. So hopefully it's just a matter of printing the one page, putting it in the right order with the outer cover. I love hard-boiled eggs. I also like scrambled eggs, but I don't like to whip them up fluffy like a lot of people do. I do a soft scramble, so I don't even really mix them. I just break them into something and then put them in the pan and just slowly, as they're cooking, kind of fold them over. And even though the whites and the yolks are a bit separated, I like them that way. But I also like fried eggs and what are the poached eggs, hard-boiled egg. I just like eggs. Where is Ash? Ash is wandering around the yard, being adorable, looking for sticks probably or something to chew on. Ash, come on. Come here. Ash. Whoop. Everybody wants to see you. Over here. Come here. Up. Up. You good boy. Yeah, blackout. Yeah, she was up. We were chitter-chatting away, and she was finishing up work with the stuff she got for her supplies for her sorry store yesterday from the city. And then start moving cables around if the audio's funny. I have so many cables. She said she was about done, and then I hadn't heard from her for a few minutes, and then I got a message that it was blackout. So he is an English Labrador, yes. So they are the same breed, but they are bred to bring out different characteristics. So an American Lab is a little thinner looking, a little sleeker. They have a longer, narrower snout, muzzle, and their ears are smaller, a little more triangular. Whereas an English Lab is stockier, like kind of a brick poop house, and a shorter muzzle, a boxier head, and big floppy ears. Everybody claims that they must have hound in them or something to have the big floppy ears, but that's just one of the characteristics that's brought out. Also his tail, when he is doing stuff, he holds it out, and they call it an otter tail. So if you look at an otter, when it's straight out, it's a little shorter. And it's like flat on top, but the hair kind of comes down from it and gives it a kind of a swoop underneath look. Not like, it's just very slight, but once I read that and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, it does look exactly like an otter's tail. It'll be easy for Chi to learn how to cook them because I can teach her. I can cook quite a bit of things too, so we'll both cook. So let's see. I'm just rambling about miscellaneous things. But I've got to be able to bring him. I have so much to do. Let's say I get the passport in, well, let's say I'm trying to come in August or the first week of September. I have so much to do between now and then, and I've really got to work on getting it done. I'm motivated to do it, but then when I have time off, then I'm wanting to go live. But at some point, I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and buckle down and get my stuff gone through, sorted for either garbage, selling, packing for storage, packing for shipment, if I ship anything, or for donations. I would still always flip it, but I know it sounds kind of like a Spanish omelet. They actually make them at the market, Sunday market in Valencia. So it may have been a Spanish omelet, but when they do that, they are supposed to put a lid on it so that the whites on top also do get cooked. So if that ever happens, I would just be like, hey, I need to throw it back on the grill and flip it for me real quick. But I think that was probably a Spanish omelet, because that's when they showed how they make them, that sounds like a Spanish omelet, which seems to be kind of the standard thing over in the Philippines. Yeah, so your move to Montana is basically what I'll be looking at doing. I don't know how long you lived there, but I lived here for 19 years. And so I have a lot of accumulation. Do I have a house? I already sold it. So originally I was going to be coming this year for my first discovery trip and slowly paying things off. Well, slowly, but as quickly as I could. It was probably going to take me 3 to 5 years to actually get everything paid off to move. But then I found a guy at work that was able to get what's called a HILOC loan, which is not a mortgage, but he had such good credit, he was able to get a very large sum of money approval at a higher interest rate to be able to basically do a cash sale on the house. Because for me to sell the house, I would have had to probably put $40,000 to $60,000 in it to, put a fresh coat of paint on it to make it prettier, clean up the yard, regrade the driveway, put a new roof on or clean it up, put in new floors, because the carpet has been through for 7 kids and about 10 dogs over the 19 years. Gross like rice. Well, the HILOC may be a second mortgage on his house, but it's not a mortgage loan. So it gives him money he can use for whatever he wants. And what that means is that with it being a cash deal and not a mortgage purchase from me, we did not have to do an inspection, which would be required for a mortgage. You would have to pass inspection. He bought it as is, knowing I disclosed to him all the issues and stuff. So he was able to just buy it as is using a HILOC, whereas I would have had to put a lot of time and money into it to get it to pass inspection to put it on the actual market. But that was unexpected that I found somebody that could do that. So when he and I started talking about that, it was only about, from the time we started talking, it was only about 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks until he actually had the loan, and his sister-in-law is a realtor and knew how to do things, especially since it was just a cash purchase. And when he told me she could do it and he gave her the initial information, she said we could close on it as quickly as the 13th of June, which we did. But that was only like 2.5 weeks away from when he told me that. Yeah. He's got some things in the works with, like, it doesn't matter, but he's got some things in the work to basically pay off that loan and then instead pay it to a friend of his that came into some money, or his father-in-law. No, he would have let me, because in the sale agreement, the addendum to the sale agreement was the rental agreement, and my initial planned date to move was February or March of next year. But he said even if I wanted to stay longer, because originally I was going to wait until I was going to do my divorce and wait till the divorce was done, and I didn't know how long that would take. And he said if that runs long, or you have to be in the US to process an SRRV visa, but it sounds like I can process it on a tourist visa while I'm in the Philippines. If that's incorrect, then I'll deal with that when it comes, but I can't do an SRRV until I'm actually 50, which will be at the end of March next year. But the buyer would have let me stay in it basically as long as I wanted. So it is more expensive for me than what I was paying on my mortgage. However, getting the money from the sale of the house allowed me to zero my debts, which I was initially going to hold off on because somebody said it's better to do the divorce and show that you're taking debt and then pay it off. But I would still think that I would to get invoices or statements or whatever from accounts and show that I paid them off and that we had them. So I don't know. Maybe it'll end up screwing me up later on, but I really don't give a crap. Have to stick to... Yeah, 49. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Matets. Probably do both. I mean, I'll do this. I'm still gonna live stream and talk to people, and I'm gonna make content with Ash and content going places and doing things. So part of the reason I wanted to get out so young, I mean, I'm not retiring from my job. I'm not retiring from the shipyard. I would have had to work another 10 years. And I really don't want to wait that long. I'd like to get out to the Philippines and enjoy life at a younger age. Yeah, I'm leaving some money on the table, but I've got my VA disability money coming in every month. So once I saw cost of living videos and saw where that would, I compared it to other videos, not just one from It's Me. And talking to people in live chats and things, everybody is like, yeah, you can totally do it on the amount you're going to have coming in. Well, I am retiring early. I did not do an early retirement from my job. I'll still get some amount of money from it, but I would have had to work another 10 years to actually retire from the shipyard. So I'm just retiring onto my VA disability money. And then when I hit 55, I can pull some additional money out of my TSP account. And then when I hit 60, I can get a small amount from having worked at the shipyard. And then when I hit 62, if Social Security still exists, I can increase it more. So I'll start off with an amount I'll be living as well or better than I am here right now, but not having to work anywhere from 40 or 60 hours a week or more. Crazy hours. But the longer I'm there, the more access to additional money I'm going to have. So my budget will actually get smoother over time. But the coming with the smaller amount that I'm going to have is not going to mean that I'm living cheaply province style. It's still going to be what a lot of people would in the Philippines would consider on the higher end. So I'm going to still basically be able to do everything I want. You know, I'm not going to have as much as Jasper and living quite that high quality of life, but that's not, I'm not a city guy and I don't really need it to be that way. So I just want to have a simple life and enjoy things and have a family. So it'll be all expenses paid and still putting money in the bank unless I'm being stupid, or, you know, I pause putting money in the bank if we go to Boracay or Siargao or Bohol or something for a weekend or a week. But I'm going to try and find a cheaper rental. I don't need an expensive condo. There's guys that are finding, you know, expensive expat has found his place is only $36 a month. He put like $10,000 or $12,000 into it, but he got us an ironclad lease and has it worked out so that they're not going to yank it out from under him after he refurbed it. And he calculated how much he would pay for rent on a higher end place, and even putting money into the rental he has is cheaper than paying for a higher end condo or something. And he's got a big lot. If you look at the videos of his construction and construction updates, he has a huge fenced in yard, and he's got an outdoor covered bar set up. He redid the house inside and out to his colors and his liking, and it was rather run down when he got it. And the only thing he had to do in the agreement was paint it on the outside, but he's basically fixed everything up to how he wants it. And where the state that it was in, the owners were looking at doing a demo on it and just leveling it and then putting up something else on the lot or selling the lot. I don't know if the chat froze or if it's just not updating. Wow, yeah, it wasn't updating on my phone, so I'll have to read a bit here. Peter, you still in here? Okay, good. So this will be my fourth divorce, and yes, she knows that. It's a long story. The first one was 13 and a half years. Number 2 and 3 were rebound mistakes that lasted less than 2 years each. The last one was actually the best of them, and we were married 4.5 years when she left. She had kind of a early midlife crisis snap, and everything was good. There were no arguments. Everything was fine. And a week later, she was gone. So it was rather bizarre. She acted totally different than how she had been with me for 5 years. You know, we'd been together for 5 years, married for 4.5. And then she up and left for a guy that lives in North Carolina. Oh, I'm absolutely considering getting married again. Yeah. So you said, am I considering hospital? Yes. So I like outdoorsy stuff. So for me, I could absolutely live in like deep province, but Because I am older, I wanted to find a place that was close to a hospital, a decent hospital, and or an airport. So what I said, and I'm sure there's other places that would fit this, but from the videos and things that I saw, I liked Negros. It wasn't that I wanted to be at Dumaguete, but Valencia really appealed to me because of stuff that's around it. And what's nice about, so Valencia is up the mountain 10 kilometers from Dumaguete, so you're away from the main hub of, there's a lot of expats in Valencia, but it's kind of like a suburb, so you're not in the Dumaguete area. And Dumaguete is also a college or university town. So different times of the year, there's a lot of younger people there in school. Just find a woman I hate and buy her a house instead. Senorita Banana Boy. I think you're going to ban the fuck out of my channel here pretty quickly, but we'll see what else you have to say. So Dumaguete has a hospital. If something is serious, I can go to the small airport there and take a flight either to Manila to go to St. Luke's, or Cebu if it's less serious and go to the hospital there, or go to Cebu or Manila. But Cebu's like probably 25 or 30 minutes away by short airplane flight. So I could easily get to Cebu to go to a little bit bigger hospital, not as good as St. Luke's, or to an international airport and get back to the US. So that's one of the reasons I chose Valencia. It's near Dumaguete. It's up the mountain, so it's a bit cooler. And depending on the time of the year, even a lot of foreigners don't have to run aircon all the time. So it's a little more comfortable inside and out in Valencia than, say, right down in Dumaguete. Hey, welcome back, Gary's Kitchen. Let's see, I'm going to look at Banana Boy, go to channel. Why would somebody, it's not a troll account. It's got 181 subscribers. We'll see what he says when he comes back in after his timeout. Interesting. So yeah, I definitely took into account hospital, airports. The other nice thing about Valencia, Dumaguete is close to Siargao. Pretty sure it's Siargao, not CQ, or yeah, Siargao. And you can take planes from there to Cebu or Manila, and I don't know if they have flights going directly to Boracay. I guess they probably would, but it makes Dumaguete rather accessible. But I also like, I don't know, there's a lot of things I liked watching videos that appealed to me about Negros. I'm sure other places would be good, and I'm reading the chat real quick. Two-hour ferry, first class to where? Siargao? Oh, he's your friend, Matets? Okay, well, your friend needs to come in and not say rude things. The guy comes into my chat and says, find somebody I hate and buy her a house. Okay, if he's just joking, that's cool. He wasn't banned. It was just said 600 seconds. I'm guessing that's only a 5 or 10 minute timeout. So tell your friend to come back in. But when people come in and make comments like that, most of us come from Jasper in the Philippines channel. And usually when an account comes in like that, they are trolls causing trouble. So I will subscribe to Senorita Banana Boy since it's your friend, and then go from there. And I'll say hi from Matets. Please connect back. All right, Matets, I subscribed to your friend. So tell him to come back in. Who is Gooby? That's your friend? Senorita Banana Boy? Like Jasper says, maybe, well, I'm fine with sarcasm. That's like my second language, but if you're going to come into a channel, like Jasper says, introduce yourself. Hey, I came in, I'm a Tet's friend, and then make jokes. That's fine. But if you just come in and say something like that, my initial response is that it's a troll. Oh, gotcha. So it was just a timeout, not a ban, so your friend can come back in. So let's see. I think I answered everything up till now. Anybody else have anything else? Oh, 2 hour fairy for Behole. Initially, when comments come in, they are hidden by the part of the comment is hidden by the little heart icon. So I actually couldn't see that it said Behole. Yeah, I want to go to Behole. I want to go to Shargao, all the places eventually. And the amount of money I'm going to have is still going to give me enough for savings or doing some travel at least once a month or more. So I am going to wait on doing the divorce. It's not that I don't want to get divorced. I didn't know how much it was going to cost me, and I wanted to hurry up and get over to the Philippines because I want to be there and enjoy it, but I am still very concerned that they're going to pull another scamdemic situation and or have war stuff going on. There's so many things going on around the world. And I think they may try and use some shenanigans, even if it affects worldwide, to affect the U.S. selection this year. So I just want to get to the Philippines, and if they haven't locked things down, let's say by like May next year, then I can deal with the divorce at that point. And it builds in a little bit of forced buffer. I can't come and get married initially. Matets, your friend can come back. It's not a ban. It's just a timeout. Jester, you can message me whenever, because I've got 2 devices, so I can bounce over and look at a message. What was I talking about? Oh, I just want to get there. So if I need to do the divorce, then I'll come back for a short period, or I'll probably do like a remote, like a video call with, try and find a lawyer. Maybe I'll check a couple lawyers, see how difficult they think it'll be to do, because she's gone incognito and can't even be tracked down to get papers for custody of their youngest daughter from the dad. So it would have possibly held me up getting there anyway. Having to go through the things to, like, taking out ads in newspapers or something to try and show that I did everything I could to notify her. So I'm just gonna get to the Philippines, see how things are going. It builds in time, so I can't rush into getting married. If I get there and things don't work out and I don't like it, yes, I've sold my house, but I didn't really want to stay in this house anyway because of the divorces and things. There's just too many bad memories in this house. So I really needed, even if I stayed here, I really needed to be in a different home, or I need to go down and go to Oregon and spend time with my parents because they're older. So, but let's say I go over there and it turns out the heat and humidity, whatever, are not for me. If it's been less than a year, I can come back to the shipyard as long as they have open hiring slates or whatever, which they do for my job basically all the time. They're always short because of, even if they hire people, they're always having some people. They have known attrition for people that are retiring, and they also have people like me that they don't expect. So they're always hiring more people. So basically, if it's less than 365 days, I come back without losing anything. And I'm not like, I don't hate the place. I'm not burning bridges on my way out. Like, I'm not saying F you to my bosses. I'm a good worker. I took an exam for a sub-safe program. Every year you have to do a re-exam, go over a PowerPoint and then take an exam 1 year. And then the following year you have to go in to do a classroom and take the exam. And I just, welcome Roseboro. Like 11, thank you. I got 100% on my exam. I did study a little bit, but I've had so much experience with it. There's people that go in there and they'll take almost the whole hour to answer questions because they're trying to think of stuff. And I've been doing work on subs for so long that I've got most of it down. I only had to study for about an hour and a half, and it's not subject matter that I really had to study. They have keywords and tricky phrases. You have to know the exact word or phrase on certain questions because they're basically a pass-fail question. There's only like 2 or 3 questions on the exams like that, but they call them critical elements. But I got 100% on the exam. Yes, I'm in Washington State. I'm about 2 hours from Seattle. Roseboro, I will subscribe to you. I am already subscribed to Roseboro. Awesome. I need to make sure I am also subscribed to Cyanide. I'm not, but I am now. Let me do a quick comment. All right. Now it's going to be stupid and not let me back into my live stream again. This dumb thing. Oh, YouTube. Sometimes I hate you. I did not click on that. Oh my goodness. YouTube being an SOB. I've got to restart it on my second device. I'm trying to get back into the chat. Sorry, trying to get my second device chat working again. Just, oh my goodness, dudes. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to have to read off the screen. Why hates? Because I was in my live chat so I could chat on my second device, and I went over to Roseboro's channel to make sure I was subscribed, and I came back and it didn't go back into my live chat, and now if I search it, it's not coming up with anything except my first short, and from my channel, clicking on this live, it just flashes at me and does nothing. So YouTube's being stupid again. That's why I'm annoyed. So I'm trying to get back in so I can actually read the chat before it disappears. They did have an update for YouTube today, which made a nice thing better. You actually, while you're setting up the live, you can still go into advanced settings and choose vertical or horizontal, but they added it right to the side of the screen now. So you can actually choose horizontal or vertical, go live from there without having to click, dig into the advanced live stream features. So that was nice. Clear the cache. It's not as easy as clicking on my picture. I'm pretty technically inclined, and YouTube sometimes just does not cooperate. Yep. I'll try another way. All right, I'm back. No, if you click on your own picture on the account, it takes you to your channel where you can look at all your stuff. And if I go to my live tab and click on the current live stream, it won't actually take me into the chat. I have to, usually I can search my name in the search bar and it'll show me all the searches, and it'll show the live, not just my one short. Oh, sorry, Roseboro. I will, now that I have it back, I'll put you as a moderator. And I don't know if I did it for cyanide, but I will. Add as moderator, standard. All right. Sorry, I was a little behind on the moderator things. It's interesting, Jester. Ash, get back here. Come on. All right, you get to get hooked up. Come here, butthole. Now you don't get to roam. He's off going toward the road, so I had to hook him up to his cable. And then he wanted to chew on my power cord right now. He's being a teenager. So I just had to bop him on the nose and hook him up to his cable. Give me a moment. Stand by. Chester, don't be offended. I am just very direct. Yeah, I wouldn't. I told my son, I'm like, he is 27 and single in the Navy. I said, don't get married in the U.S. And I showed him videos. I told him stats, but I showed him videos that gave. It's so bad in the U.S. right now. You don't want to get married in the U.S. The court system and the way the women are. Good morning, Rose Bro. Who should have a Filipino that learn how to cook? I think you're talking to Cyanide Breath Mints. Still trying to catch up on my chat since I got temporarily locked out of my chat. I had to force close the app and dump the cache and go back in before it would do what I wanted it to do. Yeah, I said, I know it's lonely, but he's in the Navy. I said, when I was 27, we were living in Hawaii. He was, let's see, that was 2001. So Stephen was 3.5 or 4 when we lived in Hawaii, but I was 27 in Hawaii with a family, married with 3 kids since I was 21. And I had a lot of debt already. And here he is, he's 27, still single. He didn't go in as young as I did. He went in when he was 23. I joined when I was 19 and a half, right out of high school. He had a few years before he joined. But by 27, I had kids and was in debt, and freedom was long gone. And here he is in the Navy, 27, single, either zero or very little debt. I said, stay out of debt. Don't get married out there. I said, and he said he's going to re-enlist in the Navy. I said, if you are smart about it and just, don't go buy a stupid expensive car. It looks flashy, but how much do you lose on a car when you drive it off the lot? And so many of these young sailors go out and get Beamers and just stupid expensive cars, and then they're paying so much on their car payment and insurance that eats up most of their check. I said, just stack your money. Don't get married, enjoy going to different ports and things. I'm not saying go sleep around a bunch, but even though it's on the lonely side, not being in a relationship with somebody, if you're gonna be in the Navy, that already comes with a higher rate of divorce. Combine military divorce rate with standard US divorce rate, and it's almost like a guaranteed divorce anymore. You can't believe it? Why? I'm not meddling. It's not like in the Philippines where if a parent tells you something, you basically obey what they say. He's free to do whatever he wants, and he knows that. But he also knows that I'm very direct and I speak my mind, and I'm going to tell him what I think. If he chooses to do something else, I may be miffed a little bit, but I mean, it's his life and his decision. But if I can help him be on a better path than I was on, then I'm going to do that. But if he is smart about it, because of the position he's in right now, he can retire from the Navy when he's 43. That'll be his 20-year point. And then he could, retiring from the Navy doesn't mean you are retired. Basically, anybody that retires from the military goes and works another job. Some people do something that's low key, like working at Lowe's or Home Depot, which are home improvement places, or they have their own business. You know, they do contracting, or they get a degree in something. A lot of former military go work as contractors for a company that works for the Navy or something else, or they go work for the shipyard like I did, or a shipyard, something like that in a government job. But if he's smart about it and isn't loaded down by debt or paying child support and spousal maintenance, aka alimony, depending on the state you're in, he could, no joke, retire from the Navy straight into being an expat at 43 with a nice chunk of money, especially if he's being careful about any medical issues being recorded properly in his record. You know, he may get out and have zero disability from the Navy, but military is a hard life, Navy is a hard life, being on ships is hard on your body. So there's usually going to be some things that you're going to get some amount of disability from. Hey, buddy. What's up? Ash is on a cable, but he's friendly, so. What?
She doesn't play well with others. She doesn't know how to.
Oh, okay. Well, you can bring her over if you want. You're okay. I have my neighbor coming over with his German Shepherd female, so I'm gonna introduce them real quick. I'm gonna see if I can get it on camera too. I am on YouTube live stream at the moment, but here, come here.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, that is a good girl. That's a good girl. She's on a leash.
Yeah.
We had her on a leash. Good girl.
She's beautiful. What's her name?
Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
She's a rescue.
Nice.
Good girl.
He's super friendly with everybody. He's only about 18 months old.
So is she.
Nice. Hi, baby. Hi, Daisy. Hi. Hi, baby. Hey, sweetie. Oh, you're a good girl. You're a good girl.
Most of the time.
Nice.
Good girl.
How you been?
Oh, I've been good.
I sold the place.
Oh, you did?
I did. I am the first renter of my place. So the rental agreement was the addendum to the sale agreement. And it's kind of quiet. I haven't announced it to my bosses yet, but I paid off all my bills with my proceeds, and I am moving to the Philippines like August or September.
Okay.
Nice cost of living over there, and I got my VA disability.
Yeah, I know that.
So, hi.
Been there once.
Hi. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, we've had her for like 5 years.
Yeah.
She was abused, so she's come out of that.
Yeah.
She likes rolling in the grass, and she's allergic, so she chews.
Oh, no.
So that's why she shaves, so her heels, she can heal.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Hi, baby. Hi.
She will never jump up on you. So.
Well, I love dogs. That doesn't bother me.
Oh, she doesn't never jump
Yeah.
on anybody. She'll jump up, but never on anybody. So.
Nice.
We still have Roxy and Brody. They're almost 12 years old.
Wow. I'm guessing Zeus is gone.
Oh, he's been gone for some time.
Sorry.
Yeah, me too. I miss that boy.
I still remember the first time I met him. I would see him. He would come out to the driveway and I could tell he wanted to like say hi, but he'd run away when I got out, even if I called him over. And then one day I pulled in and I was getting out backwards out of the Cherokee, and I almost fell over backwards because he was standing right behind me. He decided he was gonna say hello,
Sit.
but I had to put
Sit. Sit.
Runus down. It's been like 7 years ago now, and then I had to put Maui down about 3 years ago. He got cancer and wasn't doing well, and I still have those other two. They're half shepherd, half boxer. I'll never have anything with boxer again. I'm trying to rehome them because they're just too much for me, even if I was staying here. Ash, get down.
Oh, he's fine. She's jealous, but not aggressive jealous.
Yeah.
If someone's getting petted, she has to get petted too.
Ash. Hey, come here, buddy. He's super interested because it's a new dog and it's also a girl. He hasn't been around many girls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Hi, Daisy. Pretty girl.
Her name was really Dizzy. We changed it for legal reasons.
Gotcha.
So the owner passed away,
Yeah.
and his son got the dog. His son abused it, put it behind the shop in a cage. I'm assuming he took a garden hose to her. But now, she sees a garden hose. She doesn't really run, but she stays away from it.
Yeah.
You couldn't pet her over the head. She'd always duck. She got away from that. She's extremely friendly to every FedEx, Amazon driver. Now she thinks they're there to play with her.
Nice.
So,
Yep.
so Philippines, huh?
Yeah, man.
I got a coworker. He married a girl from the Philippines, and just he talks to her 100 times a day on the phone, I swear.
Yeah.
And he's just so controlling of her.
Yeah.
It just pisses me off. So I try not to stay in the office. I leave every chance I get. Sit. So.
Ash, you gotta be good, boy. You got a little too rambunctious, I think, for her.
He wants to play.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had a friend of mine had a puppy German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Took her over there to play, and they played really good together. She has a hip issue. Her joint in her hip has been removed. She fell out of the truck, and I ran over her.
Oops.
I was only going 5 miles an hour. We were going down to our other property in Kuya, and her joint popped out, and they could never put it back in. So they just basically cut it off.
Yeah.
So the muscles and the tendons hold everything in place. She can't run as fast as she used to.
Yeah. Here's my girlfriend over there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just I'm burned out here, and between the Navy and the shipyard, I've been doing it for 29 and a half years, and Laura left almost 3 years ago, and with the divorces and things, I was ready to at least be in a new house. I'm gonna give it, I'll go over and see how it goes. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy it, but if it doesn't work out, if I can come back in a year and come back to the shipyard, or maybe go down to Oregon where my parents are at, because I paid off all my debts. So I'm not locked into staying at the shipyard. I could go down and work something that pays a lot less and spend time with them, because my dad just turned 81 and my mom's just a few years behind him. So I don't know how long I have left with them around.
My dad's 84, and my mother-in-law, who's living with me, turned 80. And Jeannie just retired.
Wow.
Today.
Wow.
Today was her last day.
Wow, congratulations to her.
Oh, she got screwed.
Oh, that's not good.
She was in charge of the Shelton office something stupid happened. They demoted her instead of just counseling her and moved her to the Olympia office. And then, yeah, she got there and said, oh, these people are fucking stupid. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm retiring. 35 years. Yeah.
There's things I like about my job, but it's very high stress and 246 work control. And it's not that I hate the job. It's not that I hate the people. I enjoy most of my coworkers. I just need a change, and I need a total reset, and this is going to give me that.
I did that. You remember I was a supervisor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned this stripe in and I left. Fucking 06 was fucked up. They were totally fucked up, and I was done with them.
Yeah.
So now I work for OE.
Nice. So
I'm a building manager, not an engineer.
okay.
I take care of their spaces.
Gotcha. So Fisk, the building formerly known as Fisk.
Yeah. Yeah, 7th floor. I'm
Yep.
up there. It took me 7 months to get my top secret clearance.
Yep.
But yep. But we have, a couple spaces of 980 and 290.
Right.
And up at Banger.
Yep.
So, but yep, building manager. Yeah. Fire warden. And no, I don't work for 980.
So 7114 on Service Pier, now Olympic Pier. I was in special projects for undersea research and development, the middle of Carter, and I actually was on the team that helped do the exception inspection for 7114 because that was our building for our equipment. So, yeah, I'm familiar with all that stuff. The other ones are in our fenced in.
Okay.
Hey, this is Chip. This is my neighbor,
How you doing?
Dale.
Nice to meet you.
He's the last driveway down. His house is kind of back in there.
Yeah, that one. Is that one?
Nope, it's over there.
Oh, that's the other one.
Yeah, that's the one you get to from Ethan.
Ethan, yeah. Me and him been having problems with homeless guy on a bike riding through.
Is that guy with dreads?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he is skunky looking. I saw him this morning.
Yeah, he rides the gas line, and I've confronted him one time. I was like, this is private property. You need to turn your ass around and get the fuck off my property. He did. He turned around, but he saw me, and he kept coming.
Yeah.
I've had quads, but I just finally put the gate back up after another guy over there knocked my fence down. Even sent the pictures to the cops. They still didn't do nothing. Gave him his name, too, because my wife was able to find out who it was because he's homeless.
Yeah.
But yeah. So now, hey, Daisy, you behave. But yeah, I drove the metal poles in the ground, and then I welded it all together. So no one's knocking it over this time. The gas line has a key to get through. They came out and surveyed.
Right on.
So, and he knows that I put the fence up, and we've been trying to keep those people off, and they'll keep coming around. But we ain't gonna have no more quads or ATVs coming through. Someone stole one of my game cameras next to my house.
Really?
Yeah.
And
the black bears have been so bad.
I kept forgetting to say anything. I was driving to work last week, going down Sunny Slope, and there were cars pulled over and stuff, and there was this big black thing, and somebody hit a bear going down Sunny Slope toward Gorst.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Didn't take care of the 5 bears that we have here.
Did they kill it, or did they total the car?
I didn't see the damage on the car. The bear was lying motionless. This lady got out of her car and was walking up to it, and I'm like, you're an idiot. Because if it's not dead, it's injured, it's gonna be defensive. You're about to get fucking mauled if this bear's not dead.
Yeah.
So.
No, we had all of our bird feeders. They took them all out, so I never put them back up. The squirrel feeders took them out too.
Wow.
Got into the chicken coop, got to the chicken feed, so I had to put those inside the chicken coops. But there was a mama and 3 babies, and then I saw Dad all by himself one night. So I have they're called critter getters, and they're loud. So I turn those on at night.
Nice.
And Brody and Daisy here are really good at protecting the chickens.
That's good.
Chickens start squawking, they go running after whatever's out there. So they picked up where Zeus left off.
Yeah.
Last Saturday there was a coyote.
I had one come up right there into my backyard. I saw him out the window, and I grabbed a stick and just hollered at it and chased it all the way until I saw it going back under the fence, and I never saw him. But it was broad daylight, like right now.
Yeah.
This time of day.
The bear?
Coyote.
Oh yeah. Well, there's all.
I know they're close,
We
but
got them all over the game cameras. There was 5 in one picture.
well, I've heard them at night before I had the fence all around, and I had my door open because it was summer. You know, that's when they come in pretty close. They sounded like they were like right in that tree, right across or by the tree.
Oh, they sound like they're right on the tree line.
Yeah.
Brody won't chase them at night, but he'll sit there and howl.
Yeah.
He'll sit there on the front porch and just howl.
Yeah.
Kansas, when
but
they get
when
overpopulated, they'll put a bounty for like $45 on them.
Well, Saturday, I heard the chickens. I yelled to the dogs to kill, and they took off. And then I got up there. I saw the coyote running into the woods, and then I heard it yipping. I heard them barking. Hey, behave. Be nice. Be a good girl.
Stop.
And so I ran and grabbed the gun. By the time I got back out there and ran into the woods, I called for the dogs. They showed up. They're fine. There was no fight.
Yeah, they were trying to get at my one of my father-in-law's dogs.
Calm down, Ash.
Ended up taking out 20 of them in one night.
Ash. Sit.
They don't bother us. I mean,
Good boy.
they haven't gotten any chickens since I taught Brody. I lost one, heard it. By the time I got there, all I saw was a pile of feathers. I called Brody, and he smelled the feathers, and I was, we followed the feather trail into the woods until we couldn't go any further. Next day, same damn thing, and I was like, "Get him!" He ran out there, smelt the feathers, and he was gone. I was like, "God damn it!" Now I gotta go get on the quad and go after him. And then since then, haven't lost a chicken in
A lot of times,
Brody's been
female coyotes and heat, they'll lure a dog.
Yeah, Brody won't fall for that. He's almost 12 years old. So far, this has been gone 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
And I haven't lost a chicken in that time.
Those other 2 knuckleheads are like 7 years old now, but they still act like they're puppies because they've got the boxer in them. I will never own another dog that has anything to do with boxer. And if a chicken got in there, it was gone. Poof. They had a fresh raw chicken dinner. So
Neighbor of mine down in Tahuya.
yeah.
He actually lives at our camping property. He bought it and moved in there. He's got a boxer. Sweet dog. But a couple times he's jumped on Roxy, and that's my girl.
Yeah.
She's not aggressive by any means whatsoever.
Ash, stop.
And she's shy. She doesn't like people. That's why I kept her. She won't go near anybody.
Yeah.
So she's just a sweetheart. And attack my dog, I'm
Yep.
not gonna lose it.
Yep.
Daisy can take care of herself. Brody can take care of himself, but Roxy, no. Hey, good girl. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. You're being good. Impatient. ADD like you wouldn't believe.
Squirrel. He's a good boy. He's purebred English lab. My parents got him for me, so I had company because I had to put Maui down, and the other 2 One of them, Cade, that has the boxier head, I could bring him in the house, but his brother was the runt, and they were litter mates, so they can't be apart. And Cade, because he was the runt, and so he got kind of downtrodden by the other puppies. He's always had a nervous peeing thing from the day we got him. So if you bring him in the house and you look at him and say his name, even friendly, he'll squat and pee. And then as soon as he turns his back, Cade has to mark over the top of it because he wants to be dominant. And then as soon as Cade turns around, or as soon as Shax turns around, Cade has to pee on top of it again. It's this never-ending pee cycle. So they either have to be outside
Or in a kennel.
or in a kennel. Yeah, they're sweethearts, but they're too much. But I'm going to take him to the Philippines with me. I know it's hot there, but I actually just saw a guy that was live streaming, and somebody walked by. They had 2 huskies, and they didn't look overheated, I think, and they weren't shaved or anything. So I think he'll be fine. He'll just have to adjust. But yep. One of the guys he was our zone manager for swing shift, and we had talked a bit, and then one night I was talking to him about wanting to go to the Philippines, and it was going to take probably 5 years to pay everything off unless I could get the house sold, but I didn't have the money to get it ready to put on the market. And he was able to get a loan that basically a HILOC, which is a second mortgage on his home, and he had such good credit he was able to get a large amount. So he was able to buy it as is for cash. So it did not have to go through the mortgage process. So he just waived doing the inspection. I came out and looked at it, and I told him everything that's wrong with it. It's still in good shape. It needs a paint job and roof cleaned and new carpets, or maybe some laminate put down or something, because the carpets have been through like 7 kids and 10 dogs and cats, and so
Daisy, come.
from the time we started talking about it until it was actually closed and I had the money was only 5 or 6 weeks. So I'm now the renter until I go, which was going to be March, but I moved it up to August or September this year. And I've got about 3 weeks of leave saved up. So I'm waiting on my passport right now. I submitted it last Friday.
It won't be long, huh?
No. Cade. Yeah, he goes under the house. Hey, Chip, could you go let the other dingoes in?
I'll go home. I'll take her home.
Well, he's not supposed to be out. Cade can't fit through the house vent because his head's too big and his chest is too big. Or Shax can't. Cade, that one is narrow enough.
Right.
Cade looks more shepherd. Shax looks more boxer. He's got the boxier head and the broader shoulders. He can't fit under the house. But Cade does, and so Cade gets out, but he doesn't go far away because he can't stand being away from his brother. But
Oh, we have a cat too. You've
Yeah.
probably seen it. White and black.
not often. Once in a while I see one. The main one I see is Ranger, the orange one.
He's brought that one home. He hasn't gotten any cat fights that I know of, and he's brought a few cats home that I've seen. But he's a good cat. He really is. Mouser.
Yeah. Indoor, outdoor, or indoor?
Indoor, outdoor. Well, he sleeps with me at night. It wasn't even my cat.
Yeah.
Wife got it from a homeless guy at work. She saw, snowing outside. She moved her computer to the window so she could watch the snow, and some guy got out of the car holding this baby kitten out. And wife was like, "What the fuck going on?" So she went out there and was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "You want to buy a cat?" And she, "No, but I'll take it for free." "Why are you treating it like that?" "Well, it's shit all over me." So yeah, we got a cat, and it spent good 3-4 months just in my mother-in-law's room alone. And then I was like, "You got to let it out in the house."
Okay, finally saw the escape tunnel.
Yeah. It's the vent.
All right, come here. And she's skeptical. She's afraid coyotes will get it. Afraid somebody kill it.
Yeah.
And I was like, we had an agreement. It's going to be indoor, outdoor, and it's going to earn its keep. Oh, I'm not keeping it.
Yeah.
So she finally let it out in the house, and then I put a cat door in her door and one in the laundry room, and then eventually it was going out and staying close to the front yard, but eventually further and further, and now it comes and goes as it chooses. No, she's still afraid, and she's definitely afraid of bears. So we had to make a dowel for her window so we can open it up. Got a flap in the screen so the cat can come and go, but yet the window won't open up any further because of the bears. It's like Brody and Roxy won't allow any bear
Yeah.
close to the house. I mean, I'm surprised we sleep with our window open. I'm surprised they didn't smell the bear 20 feet away.
Right.
And go ape shit. I'm really not, but Brody is older.
Yeah.
One night, Brody was up there fucking in the window looking at a couple raccoons. Which you might have heard about 6 months ago. Gunshot, 3 o'clock in the morning. That was me killing a raccoon.
Oh, right on.
Oh, bastard. I have never had a problem. I saw the raccoons at one time. Never seen them again.
Yeah.
And then the wife saw the raccoons. Oh, brings out cat food. I was like, don't fucking feed it.
Yeah.
Next day, dead chicken.
Yeah.
So, I raccoon-proofed the chicken coop. Well, it still got in there. And I let Brody, I heard chickens, let Brody out. Get him! He treed it. I went out there, I shot it. Didn't lose any of the chickens, but my rooster lost all of his tail feathers.
Yeah. I've had that happen. You want a beer?
No, I'm good. I don't drink all that much.
I don't drink a lot either, but I like some beers here and there.
I usually drink Captain Coke, but yeah, I haven't think I've had it. I think I've had one drink this year. One. And for some reason, I was pouring a Coke and I was like, Captain sounds good. So
Yes.
Captain, and went and sat in a hot tub.
There you go.
Mind to smoke?
Oh no, that's fine.
Cool.
Totally fine.
Daisy, come.
I like Captain Coke's good. I for some reason I prefer Pepsi and Captain. Or have you tried Malibu Black?
I don't drink all that much.
So Malibu's like coconut rum, but the black is a darker rum. Oh man, it is so good. But they used to have it at the liquor store before they went to the grocery stores, and that store shut down. Now to get it, I have to go to like Bevmo or Total Wine to get the Malibu Black. It's cheap, but man, it's good, and it is good in Pepsi. It's delicious.
So what are you doing on the 13th?
I don't know why.
I got races. I got a race on. I'm still doing Derby.
Right on.
I was going to retire this year, but the guy who was going to buy all my cars backed out. So my race car's done, but I'm taking the parts off my race car and fixing the finale car that I had that broke early in the finale. So
Yeah.
I'll be out there racing again the 13th.
Okay.
I've won the championship the last 2 years.
Yeah, I'll see if I can go out there.
It's fun. It's fun. Road rage at its finest.
Yeah.
I love hitting people.
I've had such a crazy this year. This project was unexpected and busy. A lot of weekend shifts and stuff because they were supposed to come in. Since I'm live, I won't say what they broke, but Seawolf was supposed to come in for like a 5 or 6 week avail, and then had a significant problem and just finished like 2 weeks ago. So
Remember, I work in OE, man.
yeah. No, I know.
We help out with all those boats.
I'm sure you know what's going on, but I don't talk about it when I'm on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, okay, got that. Yeah. We have all these freaking ingots of the Parchi.
Yep. I wish I could have had one piece of that. I do have.
I can get you one.
That would be awesome.
Matter of fact, I got one in now. We were. If we don't get rid of all of them,
Yeah.
they'll go in scrap metal. And we had a lot of them, and we told it put the email out to everyone. Half of them are gone, but we still have half of them left. So,
well, if you could get one for me and maybe one or two more, so I could give one to my dad, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can do that.
Somewhere in my boxes, I've got one of the decommissioning coins. I had two, but I gave one to a lady back in 2005 or 6.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember. I don't know what part of the boat it was. Now, I got one because I worked on the part sheet when I was stationed on the Delta Pier.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Most of the kids that are coming in grabbing them, they don't have no idea what that boat did.
Yeah. Allegedly. We'll say allegedly did. But how do you, I go look down there and look at the sail and I'm like.
It's the most decorated ship in the U.S. Navy.
Yep.
10 presidential citations.
Yep. Yep, man. Super cool stuff. And then it was interesting being in projects, but that's actually why I got out when I did. It was just, and that was before they even did any of their missions. We were just doing the workups, doing our integration trials. And we go out, okay, we're going out for 2 or 3 weeks, and we'd go out and 2 days later break and come in and go on 12s, and then we go back out and try again.
That's why I got out of 38.
Yeah.
I don't like overtime.
I used to love it. I don't really like it anymore. I'm going to probably get on a motorcycle when I go there. I'm looking at, it's not big here. Over there, most of them are scooters, but they call them motorcycles because they're configured like a crotch rocket, but it's basically a scooter.
Right.
But it's a Honda ADR, and it looks about like all the rest of them over there. But what's nice about not ADR, ADV, it's got 28 liters of storage under the seat, and you can put a top box on it, like a 40-liter top box, and still have a passenger on behind you.
I haven't been to the Philippines since whatever mountain it was there blew. I left a week before it blew up.
They just had Mount Canaloan just went on Negros, just went off about a month ago. Yeah.
You ain't gonna be around much longer then, huh?
Nope. As long as I get my passport when I want. I was gonna originally wait until the end of March next year and get my divorce done from Laura, but I'm just gonna sit on it for a year. And I kind of feel like they may try and do another lockdown. They keep talking about the bird flu or pulling some other shenanigans with the election to try and keep Trump out.
Yeah.
So am I worried about the bird flu? No. Do I think they might try and lock things down to affect the outcome? Yeah. So maybe nothing will happen, but it'll build in a year of buffer too. I can't go out.
Nope. That was her. That was all her. Come here. Sit down.
Well, he's being a little needy, so.
You know, she does the same thing to Roxy, but she nudges Roxy. She'll sit there and go with her nose.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. So turn around's fair play.
He's still learning to not be up somebody's butt because he doesn't. I try and socialize him, but he hasn't been around other dogs a whole lot. He does great with them.
Well, his dog.
Yeah.
Brody growled, and that was enough. And she wanted to attack too. So I called Jeannie. I was like, "Call Brody." Called Brody, and I thought she'd be fine. Nope, she still wanted to attack.
Yeah.
So she follows Brody's lead. So when we got her, she was hyper. Doesn't know how to play with other dogs. Never been socialized. And I was like, "They're gonna get into a fight, honey. I'm tired of yelling. We're done. So just let them take care of it. Don't try to break it up." Sure enough, next morning, I'm out trying to hook up the hot tub, and they got into it. I get around the corner, and Brody got her down on the ground by the throat.
Wow.
So I sat on her and said, "Okay, Brody, let go." Brody, most of his teeth are missing anyways from chewing on rocks, playing with rocks, I should
Yeah.
say. And he eventually let it go, and she tried to get up, and I pushed her back down. I was like, "Oh no! Have you learned your lesson? You're not the alpha around here." And she doesn't mess with Brody after that. Roxy won't stand up for herself.
Yeah.
And now she's too old. She's a good dog. She really is. She's smart. One time I was in a hot tub. Coffee went down the wrong pipe. I couldn't breathe. She was going ape shit on the deck. She knew something was wrong. Eventually got my breath.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dogs are the best. I like dogs more than most people.
Oh, so do I. Well, I married Jeannie. 18. After 10 years, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. And my daughter's already had her 4th grandchild.
Wow. I remember when she was just waiting for the bus to go to school.
My other one that I don't see, she's got 3.
Okay.
I've never met them.
Okay. Which was the one that was living with you? That one,
yeah,
or?
Yeah, the one that's about ready to pop
Have
out
her-
another kid.
Okay.
Don't know who the dad is. The guy she's living with, she's like, not taking my last name. We're going to have a DNA test. And I was like, well, it doesn't have to have your last name.
Yeah.
They can take Dickinson's last name since it's a boy. The Dickinson name can be carried on.
Yeah. Right on.
You guys aren't married.
Yep. I'm
Daisy, come.
I got snipped in 2000, but basically in the Philippines, Filipinos pretty much all want at least one kid. So if either you have to find the unicorn that is fine not having kids, or a single mom, or you've got to be willing to have one. And so I'm either going to have to try and have a reversal, or the other thing they do is they put a needle in your nut and extract them, and then like turkey baste them in.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I got taken
The
care
fuck
of.
are you guys talking about? Needles and nuts and stuff.
To have a kid for Chi,
Pardon?
to have a kid, I either have to have a reversal, or if that didn't take because it's been 24 years.
Yeah.
August will be 24 years.
Yeah, longer than that.
And then I just turned 49 in March. I don't know if it would take anyway, but
Okay, here's a funny story for you. I was getting cut. It's like 6 weeks after my son was born. Ended up being a lady doctor and lady nurse. They get all done. They're putting the jock on me. The nurse looks over the doctor and goes, "How do you size the jocks?" Because I wear a medium jock. And I started laughing. The doctor looks at me, it's like, "Okay, what's funny?" "Oh, just remind me of a joke." "Oh, feel free to tell it." I'm going, "Well, it's kind of risque." She's like, "After what we just did to you?" I went, "Okay, well, a guy goes in and buys his first jock, and the lady waits on him." And she says, "Well, how big are you? Are you this big?" "No, I'm bigger than that." "Are you this big?" "No, I'm bigger than that." "This big?" "That's about right." "Medium." Doctor and nurse started cracking up. They went out, they told everybody else, told my wife I was the best patient they've had all year. I came out and everybody looked at me and just started smiling.
Daisy, come.
In the jungle,
She hears things. Daisy, come. Daisy.
probably rabbits.
Yeah, she didn't never catch one. Not now. Come here. Good girl.
Ash is funny. He hates Scotch broom for some reason. So Scotch broom about that size was over here. It's all gone now because as he grew, he'd gnaw on it and get it down, and then he eventually ripped it out of the ground, which is hard to do with Scotch broom. But
I know Zeus did it all the time.
well, he's much bigger though. It's funny to because when Ash did it, he was much smaller. He was like half the size. But he decided he didn't like Scotch broom, and somehow he knew I didn't want it in there anyway. So it was a long year, and it's all gone now. He keeps it down.
So I could grab a Scotch broom.
Yeah.
Get it, boy. He'd grab it by the base and pull it out. And
Nice.
if he couldn't pull it out, he'd dig it out.
Yeah.
Eventually, he'd get it.
Yeah.
I missed that boy. And Mika, when I down trees and debark them, she'd grab that bark and just peel that bark.
Nice.
Oh, she was good at it. I missed both of them.
Yeah.
Get a shovel out, start digging a hole. She starts digging too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
Zeus was just so smart.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. He was a great dog. I loved him. He'd come say hi. I was always happy to see him.
Yeah, his hips went, and then he couldn't control his bladder anymore. So that was time to put him down.
You know, when we had like our pups, we had Runus, the bigger black. He was a little taller. His dad was a 123-pound yellow English lab, and his mom was a regular size American black lab, like our female Andra was. Runus was kind of a mix between the two, and that's why he had the brindle. But Andra got cancer, and then like 2 years later, I had to put Runus down because he got cancer, and then Maui got cancer. But
Roxy's hips are going out.
yeah.
She's on pain meds now.
Yeah, it's tough stuff.
Brody, he's old. He can get worn out, and it'd be tough for him to get up, but he still moves pretty good. As long as he doesn't over-exercise. The walks I just took with her, I walked down, got my buddy's tractor. You probably heard me.
Yep.
And then drove it back and then we just coming back. So she'll be done for the night with her hip.
Right on.
My wife's camping, so we bought a few years ago, bought a piece of property on the Kuya River from a friend of ours who owned it.
Nice.
So that's where the wife's at.
Right on.
Got my truck. Her Jeep's in the shop.
Yeah, I always wanted to get one of the 4-doors or get a Gladiator and put like 37s on it. But now, not many people, there are people that have cars over there, but the traffic is so bad, you're much better off to have a motorbike.
Yeah.
There's basically no stop signs or stoplights. Everybody just kind of does it. And there's a lot fewer accidents than you would think. They use the horns a lot over there, basically just to alert people that you're going to pass them or you're coming up to an intersection or something. So you'll hear, and it's not like a big honk, like an angry honk here. It's just, they do it as like, I'm coming up on you. Just kind of a notification. Beep, beep.
Yeah, I got to go check on my mother-in-law.
All right, man.
And stop by and say,
Yeah, it's good to see you, my
leave,
friend.
man.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Dale.
Dale?
Chips.
I go by Dick, though. I really do.
You go by Chip?
Dick.
Dick.
My last name is Dickinson.
Okay.
So for the last 35 years, everyone's called me Dick.
Okay.
Didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't actually.
That's because I don't work with you.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you.
Wife refuses to call me Dick, but she'll call me a dickhead. What's up with the Honda?
Engine's bad. You want it?
What year?
I would have to look. I think it's a 94. It was a great car. It's just the engine let go.
Automatic?
I forget. It died like basically as the pandemic was hitting.
Well, my race car has a good engine. The transmission's shot.
Manual.
Hood's open. Let me look at the engine. I have a computer for a manual too. So. All right. Where's it at? Come on. I'll find it. Nope. Damn it. Why am I having a hard time finding it? I know these things.
I don't remember. Hey, baby.
There it is. Not a VTEC, but F22B2. Okay. Yeah, I could throw my engine right into this thing. It only take me a day.
Yeah. You can have it all. I just got to pull my stuff out of it. Just figure out where I got the title. It is in my name. I'll sign it over, and it's got to go. So I was just gonna have somebody basically come drag it away. So if you want it, you're close by, and
We can turn it into a derby car,
there you go.
and I can finale it.
Yeah. It was a great little car, and I mean, the tires I believe are decent.
Yeah, they don't. I run snow tires.
Yeah.
Better traction in the dirt.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be happy to have it go. My dad is overdue. I already signed this one over to him. He was supposed to come up a year ago and get the grand. He thinks my sister's boyfriend is going to want my Cherokee, so hopefully that goes.
The one with the bad engine?
Yeah. But if he doesn't take it, if you want that too, or know somebody that wants it, I'll find out from my dad whether or not my sister's boyfriend wants it. I almost said brother-in-law, but they're not married. And if he doesn't want it and you want it, I'll pull my stuff out, and it's got a 3.5 inch lift, but when I put the 3.5 inches on it, it had 10 years of sag because I bought it in 04, it was a 94. It ended up being about a 6-inch lift because it totally replaced the spring packs.
All right.
It does need new tires and stuff, but that's already got a replacement engine in it. But it was a great. I love that thing.
Takes me 6 days to build a car by myself.
Right on.
So.
Yeah. You want it this weekend?
Yeah, I can pull the trailer up, and that car drives, right?
Yeah, that's Chip's.
I can pull it up and winch it onto my trailer.
Okay. Tonight or tomorrow morning, I'll pull the stuff out, and if I don't have the title, I'll get it. But yeah, if we can get it out of here, just.
Oh shit! Wife's got the truck. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or we can push it. But yeah, no, that's fine. Next week or the weekend after or something. But yeah.
Next weekend would be fine. Well,
Awesome.
Not this weekend. Next weekend I'm racing, but Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday I can come up here and winch it onto the trailer.
Cool. Yeah, that would be perfect. That would super help me out. So nice.
Yep, and then because I wanted a Honda, I didn't want this the 5th generation. I wanted 6th generation. I prefer it better. The rear end's stronger.
Right.
And then looking for a H22 motor to throw in one of these, and then I'll go back to doing derby. But the fucking engines are goddamn expensive.
Yeah. All right, man.
So I'm looking for a cheap one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can take it off your hands.
That makes me super happy. Just one last thing for me to have to worry about, and I just got to get my dad up here to get that one, and then hopefully he takes that one, or if you want it or know somebody that wants it, it's got to go too.
I'll check around.
Okay. It does need an engine, but I mean, I never had a problem with the transmission. It was a sheriff or DNR vehicle, so
engine
inline 6.
Inline 6. Okay, yeah. If it had a V8 in it,
yeah,
No problem. I'll take it. I got an extra 350.
Well, I think there's people that put some of those in them. I think they have a way to do it, but
Yeah, you just got to weld in some new motor mounts and stuff like that.
right.
But I got two 350s. One's for my 68. The other one is in a 68, but I'm still in the process of restoring it. Derby takes up all my free time.
Yeah. Right on.
And that's what I'll be doing tomorrow is tearing apart one to fix the other.
Right on.
But it shouldn't take me more than a couple hours. So, you ready to go home? Good girl.
Okay, sweetie. Bye-bye.
All right.
Hey, it's good to see you, buddy. All right. See if we have anybody in here. Yay, Cheese in here. Yes, I do, Cyanide. Man, sorry for the... I've got some pimples I'm dealing with, so funny spots on me. It's not some rash or something. It's just pimples healing. Yes, say hello to Chia the Filipina. Is your blackout done, or are you still without electricity? Gotta keep an eye out for if Jasper goes live. He had his video premiere. I haven't seen him go live yet. Oh no, still blackout, but you have data, so that's good at least. Glad you're in here. That's the first time he stopped by in years and years and years. Like, I don't know if I've talked to him in like 7 years. That was funny. Yes, countenance changed. That's directly related to Chi. Big smile now. Man, snort, good grief. Yeah, I think Cyanide figured out pretty quickly who was who. I was supposed to be at work, but nothing was going on, so I just decided to burn some more sick leave. I've been building it up, but now I don't have any reason to save it. Nice. Even when I stop working, depending when I go on leave, I may actually technically still be getting paid by the shipyard even when I get to the Philippines for the first week. Depends when I get my passport, find out when I'm going to move, and how much stuff I have left to do. If I get the passport soon enough, and depending on the info I get about bringing ash and flights available, but also I don't know if there's direct flights from Seattle or if I have to do it from San Francisco or LAX. And if it's San Francisco or LAX, then I have to figure out how to get them down there. And because it would be so long, I could probably fly him down there. But then I would probably have to claim all my stuff, like stay a night and catch a flight the next day or something. And it's just, oh my goodness. Here for the story arc. No, I did not nap. I was just talking away to people, and then my neighbor showed up, and I figured he was just saying hi or wanted to bitch at me about one of my other dogs getting out or something. But he sat down and talked for like an hour. I drank a Monster. I wanted coffee, but I'm out of creamer. Yeah, Cyanide, you'll have to go over and check out her channel. She's got good videos and shorts, and she does live streams every day. Yeah, check out her lives and videos and shorts. Give her a subscription. That would be great. She's a sweetheart. I'm looking forward to getting to the Philippines. Almost 2 hours live. Good grief. Of course, most of it I wasn't even interacting with the stream much because my neighbor was here chatterboxing away. But that's okay. Watch time is good. She's reading the chats. I probably missed a whole lot of chat, actually. I should go back and see who I missed. I gave her... Okay, she is... Man, Ghost said somebody went to the Philippines with $5,000. That's insane. Like Jasper says, you get down to your last 10,000, unless you have income, go home. My goodness, there were some interesting chats in there. I haven't seen Army of Darkness for a long time. Cyanide. I didn't actually pick out the shirt. The shirt just came in my monthly Loot Crate box, which reminds me I need to cancel that. And then I also have one called Bark Box, which is a monthly box I get for Ash that has treats and toys in it. Todd was in here too, or Todd is in here now. Welcome, Todd. I'm catching up on chat because my neighbor came for an hour and was chatting with me. I haven't talked to him in like 7 years. He's right next door to me, although he has a long driveway, and we work different shifts, so we haven't talked in like 7 years. Yeah, it's a cool shirt, but it just came in a box every month, it's like $19.95 a month for the box, which if you go to somewhere other than Walmart, you're going to pay 15 to 20 or 30 bucks for a shirt. Gemma, welcome back. All right, we've got Todd and Chi, Cyanide, and Gemma. G is Gemma. I wonder if Jasper goes live, I will end this and go over to his. Wow, I got 14 likes. Nice, nice, nice. People kind of filtered out when I was sidetracked with the neighbor, but it was kind of cool. I don't know what that means. I need to look it up. 319, nice. My studio was before this stream was reflecting 90 hours, so that's only 2,910 more hours that I need from my watch time. But 2 weeks ago, I was only at about 30 hours, so that's a big jump with all the lives I've done in the last 2 weeks. Maybe it's only been 10 days, I don't know. Welcome back, Senorita Banana Boy. Sorry about the timeout. I did subscribe to your channel, and I will give you a moderator now. Storm's tired, but I'm good. Met a guy in Angeles who did everything an experienced expat vlogger told him not to do. Dude spent 15,000 US that month on a bar girl. That's crazy. Yeah, people are dumb. That 15 grand could have lasted him almost a whole year in the fells if he was smart. I mean, not like my level, Jasper's level, which is higher, but why? I guess that's what alcoholics do. They spend too much money. Why are you zipped about girls in the bar? That makes me have so many questions. Do you know bar girls, Chi? Yeah, you can't have sympathy for that or the guy that went to the Philippines with $5,000. That's barely enough for a plane ticket home. If I get monetized and I bring in a little bit, that'll just be gravy. It's not money that I have to have. How those working?
Doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying water's much.
Yeah. Are they comfortable?
Yeah.
Cool. Just went to Ukraine. Oh my goodness. He's lucky he didn't die from the shrapnel as well. Good grief. She says, Mr. Chip, Gemma's watching. Yeah, she was in here earlier too.
Hi, Gamma.
Gemma, like a gem. Yeah, I hope he does. I'm trying to talk him into visiting, if not retiring out there. When is moving day? I don't know, Todd. I checked the passport status today. It says in progress, so they're going through the paperwork. I would think that. I mean, it's only been a week. I would think it should be easy to process since I have the red government passport. But who knows? Maybe they consider them totally separate. Sorry, I'm so yawny today. Oh man, and I don't want to turn to the side because I've got like 5 pimples on this one side. I must have been sleeping on this side. And I saw my picture or the video because of the lag on my other phone, and good grief. I got that one. Oh my goodness, I got several. Sorry, guys. Sleepy. Jester, yep, I'm still alive. I haven't seen Jasper go live yet. I saw he had a video premiere. Yeah, it says in process or progress, whatever process. I did go on the passport website today and check the status, and it says in process. Sorry, I'm just catching up on some things. I don't even know what he's making tonight, but he just brought out barbecue sauce. Oh, ribs. That's right. He's defrosting ribs. They were pretty big, so I'm not sure if they're pork ribs or beef ribs. I hope they're beef ribs. I love even pork ribs, but man, beef ribs. So good, but so expensive. Nice. Sounds like you had a good trip back in 2015, Banana Boy. I can't wait to get there. What other questions you guys got? Things you want to talk about? Let me know if things get laggy. I know it seems like other lives that I did, my audio started getting weird at about the 2-hour point. So I don't know if I need to stop it and restart it. So let me know if it starts, the mic cuts out or the audio cuts out or things start getting weird, and I'll restart it. Yeah, beef summer ribs are awesome. Oh my goodness. Pork ribs are good, but beef ribs are a whole other level of amazing. Are they pork ribs or beef ribs?
What?
Pork ribs or beef ribs? Both are good. I was just curious. We were talking about it in the chat. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to. I need some makeup. I need some makeup for this side. I'll just go like this. Where Chi was hiding her tooth, I'll just put my hand here to block the stupid red spots. Maybe I'll change the orientation of the camera so when I'm looking at Chip, I'm not turning my head that direction. How's the audio on these new mics? These are it's the first time I've used the DJI's 2. DJI's 2. They have a nicer, the other ones had like one mic port. These have a nice little mic array. And then that hole is, you put the dead cat muff thing over the top of that. Get down!
No.
Hey! Back up. Ash was ready to grab ribs off the table. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, the mics. Yeah. They just arrived yesterday evening. Don't mind me, just adjusting things. Ash likes food, but anything meat. Oh my goodness, come on. I feel like I'm a bit of a perfectionist when I'm trying to dial something in. Oh my, that was too much. Those some good looking pork ribs. I said those are some good looking ribs. I show ya. Yum. Oh. I don't have to necessarily have the camera on me.
Let my grill burn clean.
From me knocking it over, or Ash knocking it over earlier?
No. Barbecuing on it.
Oh. I get aluminum foil and ball it up and rub it across. Works over as a good grill cleaner. What?
Okay.
You've never heard of that?
No, I've heard of it.
You think it's horrible for the grill?
I'm sure it works good.
But what? Come on.
I can just let it burn off and use a stick and scrape it.
Well, I would do the two. I would do both. I would turn the burners up high and let it burn. But since it was hot, instead kids or dogs or something would run off with my scrubbers. So I would just ball up some aluminum foil and just use that to brush it off. Vermel, welcome,
You can use
moderator.
aluminum foil with a battery too to start a fire.
Yep. Big love, shout out, Vermel. Don't tell Jasper, that's funny. Vermel, you have moderator now. Welcome. I would have to see what sweetener they're using in the sugar-free. I don't like sugar-free stuff based on the flavor, but also depending what artificial sweetener it is, it basically instantly aggravates my IBS. So I don't like the sugar-free flavor of most things, and a lot of them, it'll mess up my gut for like 5 days. So I don't do sugar-free. I'll either have less sugar or just use sugar.
Dude.
Yeah, look at it go. Let me see how my battery's doing. 63%. I turned off my battery protector and charged it up. Usually it only goes to 80%, but I turned off my battery protector limiter. It usually just charges it to 80%, so it's not full cycling the battery all the time.
Okay.
Something about the voltages going all the way to 100% wears out the batteries faster. But for live streamings, that means it would it was going down from 80% when I put the mics in. So I turned off the limiter now before I go live, and then I charged it up to 100.
Okay.
And I know it's getting a lot more than just an extra 20% because it'll charge to 80% in a half hour. But when I turn off the limiter, it takes another 30 minutes to go to the 100. So